Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to you all. Welcome to the seventh day of a series of webinars and hands-on training on Google Apps and web tools presented by English Alumni Society Namal. My name is Aisha Qayyum Gilani and I am your host for today's session. Before starting off, let's commence with the recitation of the Holy Quran. I'd request Mr. Muhammad Sibghatullah to recite a few verses from the Holy Book.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسول النبي الكريم.
Jazakallah. Now I request all the participants to please mark their attendance in the attendance poll. We'll formally begin with our session in 5 minutes.
Aisha, is the poll visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Four students are left. Please hurry up. Those who can't mark their attendance, please write their names in the chat box. Yes, Aisha.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a world where digital proficiency is increasingly vital, it's crucial for students to master Google Apps and other online web tools to excel in both academic and their personal pursuits. Our series of webinars and practical training sessions are tailored to provide participants with the expertise and abilities to maximize the potential of these tools. Through engaging in these sessions, attendees will not only attain proficiency in utilizing these tools, but also develop the confidence to effectively integrate them into their everyday tasks, resulting in heightened productivity, efficiency, and achievement. Yesterday, we had an outstanding session on Google Slides under the mentorship of Ms. Rabia Shah. And today, I'm pleased to announce that we are joined by another honorable guest speaker, Mr. Mian of Safeen, for an insightful session on Google Drawings, Google Tasks, and Google Keeps. Anas is an educator, social activist, and dynamic advocate for utilizing technology in education and beyond. Anas holds a bachelor's degree in English language and literature from Namal, Islamabad. His journey in integrating technology with education begins with English Works at 2021, where he delved into various web tools for teaching, igniting his passion for innovative pedagogy. Currently, Anas is a dedicated college-level educator where he seamlessly incorporates the tool he learned in the English teaching methodologies. His commitment to enhancing the learning experience extends beyond the classrooms, where he empowers the students with the digital landscape and modern educational resources. Also, he is the current president of the English Alumni Society, NAML. However, Anas' contributions transcend academia. During his undergraduate years, he founded the English Literary Society at NAML, fostering a platform for students to showcase their talents and enrich literary pursuits. Serving as a president, he also arranged numerous national and international events, honoring his leadership, teamwork, and organizational skills. Moreover, his dedication to social causes is evident through his positive involvement in the National Youth Assembly, where he advocates for positive change and community empowerment. His engagement in co-curricular activities throughout his academic journey has polished his interpersonal skills and also instilled an ability in him to thrive under greater pressure and equipped him with the finest to meet deadlines effectively. In today's talk, he will shed light on two tools in the digital landscape, Google Keep and Google Talk. Drawing from his experience in education and activism, he will showcase how these platforms can communicate, collaborate, and produce in academic and social spheres. Sir, we welcome you, and I request you to please commence with your presentation.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you so much, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Let me share my screen, please. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Since we have really short time today, so let's start. Today we are going to discuss three Google apps: Google Keep, Google Drawings, and Google Tasks. They are the most amazing features of Google. So as you can see my screen, you at the right side there are 9 dots. When you click over here, these are the Google services, and you can come down, and here is Google Keep. So you can click over here, and a window will pop up of Google Keep. You can see the window, and at the left side you can see notes, reminders. These are actually the level that I would discuss later. Archive and trash. At the right side you can see the settings icon and 2 or 3 option more that we will discuss it later. Okay, at the middle, this is the preview of how you take note. Here we will click and we can start with taking a note. Let's say if I write webinar, right? I have taken a note of a webinar, right? So it will appear like this. You can see these three options over here. You can either take a note, or you can come directly come to these three options. The first one is to it's actually a checklist that you add item. Let's say if I add over here a key, the other one could be a pen, and so on and so forth. So you can add a checklist like this, right? Okay. The other option is the drawing. When you click here, a new window will pop up, and you can draw over here whatever you want to draw. So you can draw, and that drawing you can keep that drawing as a keep with you, right? Okay. The other option is the image. You can directly click over here, and you can add an image over here. These three options are also available over here, but they are here just for a quick reach. Okay, let's discuss the other features. You can see the title. You can, if you want to, you can add the title as well. If you don't want to, so you can proceed without the title. uh, you can see these options that the Google Keep have. The first one is a remind me option. Whenever you add a note with Google Keep, and you want to have a reminder, so you can add a reminder over here. You can see later today at 8 p.m., tomorrow, and the next week. Actually, these three reminders have been set as default. We can change according to ours from the setting that I'll show you later, but these three options could be changed from that settings. Okay. Okay. The next is if we want to add a date as well as the time. So we will click on this option. We can add the date. Let's say if add 2nd April, and the time could be 7 p.m. Okay, and I don't want to repeat this reminder, so I'll remain it like this. But if I want to repeat it on daily basis, or weekly basis, or monthly, yearly, etc., so you can change that option. Okay, I have saved this option. It will remind me on 2nd April at 7 p.m. The other amazing option of Google function of Google Keep is that you can add a location, pick place. It works like uh, you will add a location. Let's say if I add Namal over here, for example, after 10 days or after 15 days, I would visit Namal, and for some other purpose, but I also want to ask about information about convocation. So let's say I write here convocation. Okay, so I have added the place normal. So when I reach the premises of normal, or when I reach near normal, so I'll get a reminder, I will get a notification from Google Keep that you are at normal or you are in normal. Obviously it will work like approximately when you get there or when you enter the premises of normal. So it will give me a reminder, it will give me a notification that you are in normal and you had added this Google this node. So it will appear like this. uh, you can add a place like this, right? Okay, then the second option is collaborator. You can add a collaborator as well if you want to share a specific note with anyone else. Like for example, if a teacher and student, the student upload an assignment, as I have did when I was in fifth semester. So I have uploaded these handwritten assignments, and I have added my teacher as collaborator. So I'll show you later that you can point out things on images, and you can encircle them, and you can correct, you can mark them for other people. So you can also add a collaborator as well. For example, if I add my another account, right? I have added this, I can add another as well. You can add many, but that person will have full control on this specific note, right? When you add them. Coming to the colors of this note, specifically this note, you can change color of the of your notes. You can change the background as well. It will help you in searching your this specific notes. For example, if you label uh, if you label your notes regarding your studies, your university, so you can, first of all, you can label it as normal. First of all, secondly, you can add blue color. For example, this blue color, I want to add the blue color for normal. So when I search it in that search bar, I'll show you it in a minute. When you go to search bar, there will be different options: search by image, search by color, search by label, search by background. So that will help you in that thing. Okay, as we discussed earlier, the image option, the drawing option, and the checklist option. This is actually that image option that you can add an image as well. For example, I can add this image to my this note. So it has been uploaded, and I can add images as well, right? Okay, this is the other option, the archive option. You can click over here, and this note will go into archive, but in archive it will be present, but in Thresh, whenever you delete a note, it will be deleted after 7 days. Notes in Thresh are deleted after 7 days, right? So archive, we can undo it is like this. So it's here again. Okay, coming to these option, there are 7 other options. You can delete this node, you can add label. For example, since it's related to normal, so I have already created the label, so I have added this to normal, right? The other options are add drawings. As I discussed earlier, you can make a copy. When you click on this, you can have the same note again in your Google Notes. Show checkboxes. At a time, you can either have checkboxes or you can have a text. You cannot have both in your Google Notes. See, you have it has been converted into a check note, so you cannot have both in your note. Okay, you can copy it to Google Docs as well. If you have if you have a lot of text over here, you can do copy it to Google Docs. Like, let's see, open doc, and you will find it over here in Google Docs. You have it. You have your Google Keep notes, right? Okay, let me show you another amazing feature of this Google Keep. Let's add an image which have text. We have added an image which have some text, so I'll show you how can you grab text from this image and you will have that text in your Google Keep. You will come to these three dot options. uh, I'm sorry, I don't know why it, but let me put some mm, let's go to, yes, grab image text. So whatever has written over here, you got the text out of the image, the whole text that the image contain here, you have got it into your text. So you can grab text from the image, these three options, and you will grab image text. So these are the few options that Google Keep have, and you can avail all those options. You can undo and redo as well, right? Okay, now you can pin your note as well. When you pin it, you will find it at the top of other notes, and um you can have it alone here at the top. You can unpin this as well. If you want to search for the specific node, first of all you can come to the label that, for example, if it is related to number, you can click over here. If it is related to your, let's say, college, you can come over here. But if you want to search some Google Note, so you can see types, reminders, list, or images. You can search by labels, you can search by things like food, music, places, travel, and you can search by color as well. As I have talked about that, when you assign a color to specific node, so it will help you find it easily, right? So since it contain a place, that's why when I click on the place, it has appeared. Okay, you can check multiple nodes at a time, and you can change its color, or like you can pin these three, you can add reminder to these three in one go, you can change its color, you can archive it, all these three, right? um, you you can change the view of your window. You can you can click here and you will get it like a list of the nodes, right? And if you click again, you can have a great view, is like this. Okay, coming to the settings. In settings, you can see nodes and list. Add new items to the bottom. When you add in the checklist, actually, when you add new things, so it has written that add a new, sorry, add new items to the bottom. If you uncheck it, so the new items will be added to on the top of that checklist, right? Move checked items to bottom. Checked item means if we have this checklist, so if I say this is completed, so it will be it will go on to the bottom of the list. So this means that move checked item to the bottom. If you don't like this option, you can uncheck this as well. Display rich link previews. When you paste a link, you get a preview of that link. So if you don't want to get the preview, you can uncheck this as well. And enable dark theme, so it you will get a dark theme of your Google Keep. Okay, these are actually the reminder defaults as I discussed earlier. Morning 8, afternoon 1, evening 6. So you can change according to your routine and you can add them to default reminders. Enable sharing. If you don't want to share your notes with anyone else, so you can enable sharing as well. I mean disable sharing as well. If you don't want to share, you can uncheck this and you will be unable to. I'll show you the theme has been also changed, and you cannot have this option right now. You cannot add a collaborator here anymore because you have you have disabled sharing with other people, right? So these are some options. You have to save it as well. These are some options and these are the features of Google Keep. Let's move to Google Tasks.
Do you have, does anyone have any question here regarding Google Keep?
Sure, they can ask.
So you can also use Google Keep as, writing down your daily routines, you can plan something like a trip planner. You can make a trip planner and collaborate with with your class fellows, with your teachers. You can also write a wedding planner, make a wedding planner here on Google Keep and share it with your relatives, with your siblings, with your friends. And they can also edit it if you're making them collaborator, they can edit the same, Google Keep or the same kind of note if you're sharing with them. So anything that is not clear, you can ask.
Could you please repeat that option where we convert a picture into text?
Yes, sure. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the additional information. Yes, I can show you. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, you will click on that note and obviously you will first upload an image, right? After uploading image, you will come to these three dot option and you will have on the third last option, grab image text. Grab image text. You will get all the text that a picture content, right? And you can also edit this image as well. Let me show you how. When you click on the image, first of all you can print this image, print, right? Secondly, you can mark, you can have this image in drawings. For example, if this is designed by someone and I want to pass some comments and I want him to change these things in this let's say brochure, so I can encircle things to change this thing, to change this, to change this, to correct the spellings and so on and so forth. Now when you go back, you will have the same picture and the same mistake that you have identified. You will have it. So when you add a collaborator over here, he will see these things and he will correct and re-upload the new image. So this is all from Google Keeps. Let's move to Google Task. I hope it's quite clear and it's really useful in day-to-day life, especially when you are studying as well as doing job, etc. Okay, so you can see this icon at the right side when you open your Gmail account. So this is actually Google Task. When you open this, there are, let me first delete all these because so that you can understand how it works. Okay, so you'll get a window like this. You'll add a task over here, title. Let's say task 1, right? You can add details over here and date and time as well. I want to add another task as well, task 2. I want to add another task as well as a task 3. So we have three tasks over here in Google Task. It seems a bit inappropriate that first one is at the bottom, then second, and then third. So you can also move these at the top. You can move this one to the bottom. So you can move your task ups and down. Okay. Let's come to task one. You can add details. For example, task one is to present. When you can add date and time.
Anas, I think we can't see your screen. It's still the same in on Google Keep. It's not.
Oh,
It has not gone to Google Task.
okay, ma'am. Wait a minute, please.
Sure.
Mm, I hope it's visible now, ma'am.
Yes, now it's visible, and I think you have to start from the start now.
Yes, yes, sure. I can start. Okay, you have simply, if you when you want to use Google Touch, you have to simply open your Gmail account, and at the right side you can see these options. This is Google Keep and this is Google Task. This is Google Contact. If you don't see these options, you can click on this small arrow and it will be visible. Then okay, Google Task. We are going to start with Google Task. So let's add task over here. You will click on add a task. Let's say I add a task 1, then task 2, and then task 3. Now you can move the task ups and down. I want to move task 1 at the top and I want top 3 at the bottom, so you can move the task as well. I want to add more details to task 1. I want, let's say task 1 is to present. Task 1 is to present. You can also add date and time. I want to add 2nd April. The time could be 10:30. If you want to repeat this reminder, there are many options. Daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis. Repeat one. Okay. When it will start from 2nd April, you want it to be end on, let's say 2nd May after 1 month, or you want to end this after certain intervals. Let's say it occurs 30 times or it occurs 12 times and 10 times. So after that it should, you want it to be ended. So you have multiple options for this repeating reminder. Okay, so I have, let's say, added 2nd April at 11:30. The second task, I want to add details to second task. Let's say Google Keep, and you can also add date and time as well. So this is the way you add details. You can add more details to this, and you can obviously change the time as well. Okay, you can start this task 1 so that it's easily available for you. You can easily find it, and where you can find it, you can find it over here on the Safeen's list. You will click over here and you will click on start. So you will get only those tasks which you have selected as start, right? Okay, and if you go to the list, this list, you will find other tasks as well. You can add subtasks to any of the tasks. If I want to add a subtask over here to task 1, I can add subtask to this task, let's say task 4. And if you want to make this main task, the task 2, to be a subtask of task 1, so what you will do that you will click on the indent and it will become the subtask of task 1. You can undo it as well, that you can unindent it, right? If you want to, let's say if this task I have completed this task, so I can check this and that will disappear because the task has been completed. And where I can find the my completed task, at the bottom of the Google Task, I can find my completed task. If I want to delete the completed task, I can delete it from here and from here as well. But if you want to delete the completed task in one go, you can come over here, and here is an option, delete all completed tasks. So when you click over here, you will a small window will pop up, and you can permanently delete these tasks as well. So these are this is how you add a task. Okay, if you want to add an email, like for example, and you got an email and you want to reply that email after day after, or you can want to answer that email later. So you can also add email to this taskbar. How? You will just double click the email and you will drag it over here. So you will get your email with the subject of that email in your taskbar, and you can add more details about the email or date and time that when you need to get the reminder. So you can add date and time as well to that email. So it makes really easy for you. If you can also add an email to your task list, like when you open the email, you can see the option add to task here. I hope everyone can see add to task, so you can also add it this from here, right? Okay. Now, when we go to the Google Calendar, we will see the task that we have added to our calendars.
I hope everyone is aware of Google Calendar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the calendar that you have in your phones are from Google Calendars usually. You can see here Google Calendar. You can click over here, and then you have to open in a new tab, so then you'll be able to get your task there. Now you see here tasks, right? If I uncheck this, the task that I have added will disappear from the Google Calendar. But if I again, if I mark it, I'll see my task over here. So you can see this is the wait, I
Change
have
the color of the task, I think. Then it will be really visible.
sure, ma'am. I guess it's visible now. Yes, so I have added a task on 2nd April at 6:30. So this is task one. You will get your task in the calendar as well. You can directly add a task from the calendar. For example, if you open a calendar and you have an event on, let's say, 5th April, so you can click on this date, and then you will know you will come to the task. You'll click over the task. You can add title over here, and you will add time, and you can also uh, add this task to the list that you have added in your Google task. Okay, and then you can save it over here. So you can also directly add task from the calendar, or you can go to Google task and add an task over there, right? So this is all about Google task. If you have any question right now, you can ask. Otherwise, we have to move to Google Drawings. Okay.
I think now I realize that there should have been a separate, webinar on Google Calendar as well, because even Google Calendar is really complicated. It's not as
Yes,
easy
ma'am.
as it looks.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am. It really. We can have it after Eid, I think. Okay,
Yes,
so
I think we can go to Google Drawings if no one has any question.
sure, ma'am. Uh, you all have Google Drives in your phones and in your laptops and computers. So when you want to open Google Drawings, you can come to this new option, and then you will come to the more and Google Drawings.
Your screen is on calendar. You have
Wait,
to change. Yeah.
sorry. Mm, Okay, so this is the Google Drive window. You'll come to this new option, then you'll come to more and Google here are different, services and products of Google. So since we are discussing Google Drawings, so we will go to Google Drawings. Uh, okay, so in Google Drawings, this is like जिस तरह हम वो पेंटिंग यूज़ करते थे पहले ज़माने में कभी, तो this is also like that. Okay, first you will have to you can change the name of the drawing whatever you want to. Let's say I give it a webinar. Okay, then you can come to file where you can resize your page setup whatever you want to. Standard is 4:3, widescreen is 16:10, and you can custom I mean you can choose it by yourself as well. And there are different options in centimeters and in inches, points, etc. So let's say uh, sorry, 50 by 50 centimeter. Okay, so you can here the most used tool of Google Drawings are to draw a line or to add an image. So let's say if I want to draw a line or an arrow, elbow connector, curved polyline, scribble, etc. There are many options. You can use any of them. For example, if I draw a line, okay, this line could be, you can change the color of the line. You can change its width like this. You see, it's going bigger and bigger. Okay, you can change its type. It can be dotted line, it can be uh, like this, it can be the regular line that you have made. You can add the you can add a head to this line, like for example this side and the other side is like this. You can add these things to this line. Okay, you when you come to this format option, you have to select the line. When you come to format options, you have different options over here: size and rotation. You can increase or decrease its size. You can rotate it. When you come to its position, it could be uh, you can change its position as well along y-axis and along x-axis. As we have learned in schools, you can drop a shadow of this line, like I'll show you. Opacity and distance, this is actually the shadow of this line that you can add. You see, you can change the color as well. The same color, you can change any color you want to. So this, you can add the shadow to this line. When we come to reflection, you can see how reflection has been shown. This is the distance, this is the size. You can change according to your need. If you want to add shapes, there are many shapes like this. There are arrows, there are carrots, there are equations, mathematical equation that you want to add to your drawing. Okay, You can add, obviously you can insert image as well, image, text box, shapes and tables, charts, a lot of options you can have here in Google Drawings. And the you can add a collaborator as well as usual, share with others. So you will add an email and you will give access to someone else. For example, if I add my account, so you will you can change the option commenter, viewer or editor, and you will send the notification to that person and he will join. So at the same page, two persons or three persons can work, as we learned this in the very first webinar. I think that was Google Sheet, I guess. So ma'am said that multiple people can work on one sheet. So for example, if you get an assignment or you get some presentation, etc. So many students can work alongside on a single sheet right here. Okay. Here is another option. I want to discuss it with you if it is available in this version. Um, okay, you can download later on. You can download this in PDF document, JPG, image, PNG, and in vector as well, in whatever form you need this. I guess in this Google Drawing, that option has been disabled because I don't know what was the reason, but that was disabled by the Google. So I think this is all from my side, since the number of students having midterm exam. So I won't take your much time. This is all from my side. If you have any question in Google Keeps, in Google Keep and Google Task or Google Drawing, you can ask right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannes. So Google Drawing is basically, it's added in almost all the Google Suites, Google apps. You can insert Google Drawing from any other app as well. And Google Drawing is also as useful as any other Google app if you start using it. So if you have any questions, please ask regarding these three Google apps today. If everything is clear, you can also write it in the chat box. Anyone who has used Google Calendar in detail?
मुश्किल है मैम, ये सिर्फ हम देखते हैं कि रमज़ान कब है और ईद कब आनी है.
छुट्टियां कब आनी है? Okay. So I guess Aisha, you can conclude it now.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Anas.
Ma'am, to all the audience, I found this Google Keep and Google Task really helpful and really amazing. We have used it in fifth semester, but I don't really remember how was it, but it's really useful. So I really recommend it to especially the students that they are currently enrolled. It really make the work easy, like you add a reminder and you keep notes with images, and you can also edit those images. So I would really recommend to the students as well and to all the participants that it's not difficult in while you use it, and you can also download its Google Keep app from Play Store, and you also have Google Tasks. So it's really amazing. It will make your work easy.
Yes, almost all Google apps, they have applications in the Play Stores. So you can also download from there. And basically, you must, Anas, you must have used it in the 5th semester, but I think we used it in detail in the English Works program in 2021.
Yes, ma'am, exactly.
All right, Aisha.
So thank you so much for such an informative presentation, sir. I'd request all the participants to please mark their attendance once again, since we don't have any questions.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Please switch off. Please switch off your mics. Yes, please mark your attendance. The 6 students are left to mark their attendance. Please hurry up. Those who can't mark their attendance, please write your names in the chat box. Yes, Aisha.
So this marks the end of our series of webinars. I thank you all for joining us, and I hope you found the sessions informative and valuable for enhancing your digital toolkits. Stay connected for future updates and continued learning opportunities. Until then, I'd request you all to keep exploring, innovating, and utilizing the power of web tools. Last but not the least, I'd also appreciate the efforts of our focal person, Ms. Iram Shehzadi, who is pushing boundaries to enable her students to achieve a competitive edge in the digital landscape. Thank you all for joining, and happy Iftari.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.